Good evening, this is the Oscar Expert here with Brother Bro, and it's time for the Bafta Awards. We are watching them live, we've waited. And what do we think is going to happen tonight? You know, the categories I'm actually stewing over. I'm really thinking about Best Actress. In my predictions video, I made it sound like it was kind of easy to say it was Demi Moore, but the more I think about it, they do not consume narratives like catnip the way that SAG does, for example. If that happens, the race may be completely turned around. We could see that happen in Best Actor with Timmy. A lot of the text could be turned around. I mean, last year, every category went BAFTA, pretty much. So, it's very consequential. And then there's SAG, and that's it.
I'm actually really interested in what gets Best Film here, because I don't really think it's going to be Anora. I just don't. And, you know, BAFTA giving Best Film to something other than the Oscar is, like, typical. It's almost par for the course, unless you're sweeping, like, Oppenheimer or Nomadland. I think that's going to be The Brutalist or Conclave. And I went back and forth, and I eventually just landed on Conclave, like, out of a hunch. Yeah, I think I just kept it out of a hunch. Editing could be interesting here. Maybe that would give us some clarity for the Oscar race. That's, like, a really important one.
If the editing winner here is nominated,
right,
that will be what everyone's predicting. Yeah. Visual effects is probably Dune. And if it's not, then what the fuck?
Yeah, my God, if it's not.
If it's, like, Wicked.
Dune. Okay, Dune.
Normal. This is good. This is good.
Good.
There's going to be no reason to think that Dune's not winning the Oscar. You just skipped Wallace and Gromit won something. We don't know if it's animated or children's film, though, buddy. Okay, so Wallace and Gromit won the Children's and Family Film Award.
Okay.
And animated feature film. That means that cha-ching for me. Because Gold Derby was not predicting either at number one. And I said, look, I think there's going to go to one, and it might go to both. And so for the animated film race at the Oscars, I think Flo had to win this to be competitive. I do think it did. Because Boy and the Heron had freaking Miyazaki, okay? That was how that film was able to win. And it was over a sequel that they already awarded, okay? So Wallace and Gromit still has never lost an award. It actually will probably lose British Film, and then that will be the first award that Wallace and Gromit has lost at BAFTA. But yeah, I think maybe even Flea would have won the Golden Globe if they had the new voters in. That doesn't necessarily mean that Encanto wouldn't have won the Oscar, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. I will be predicting Wild Robot, I think.
Really?
For the Oscar.
Really?
Yes!
Well, listen, I did predict Wallace and Gromit here. I think actually most people in Award Expert were predicting Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit could also win British Film. Like, there is a chance.
No.
There's a chance.
Conclave's there.
Oh, it beat The Constant Gardener last time it was nominated in this category.
What?
A previous Wallace and Gromit film beat The Constant Gardener, which was nominated in Best Film for Best British Film.
Okay. British debut, we think this is going to be Kneecap. Yeah. It would just be surprising if
pretty
it was.
easy.
I mean, yeah.
Kneecap. Not much of a surprise there. Good win for Kneecap. I think Kneecap could win editing, right?
I'm predicting that, but like...
You actually predicted it?
Yeah. I may be stupid, I may be silly. Original screenplay. Now, I think this would be Anora, and if Anora's going to win Best Picture at the Oscars, it's probably going to win something at BAFTA, I would think. But man, The Substance winning that Critics' Choice Award, even while Anora won Best Film, I mean, you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder.
I always expected The Substance to get some major prize at BAFTA. You know, Anora taking both actress and screenplay might feel like too much. I feel like they're gonna split. I kind of have a feeling like it could be The Substance. Whoa! What the fuck? How is Anora this week? What the fuck? How is Anora that week?
A Real Pain beat all the Best Film. What the fuck? Whoa!
Great win, but like,
whoa! Excellent. Would have voted for it myself.
Me too.
But look. What the fuck? Sure, why is Anora just not winning screenplay? Like, okay, I will say it did beat A Real Pain at WGA. Wow,
they're not going to give it any awards.
Fucking the Best Film 10 long list at BAFTA that was the only movie not in it. Insane. Holy
well, actually,
shit.
it's kind of like
Anora's not winning Best Film tonight.
Hey, that's kind of like last year when American Fiction won.
Yeah, but American Fiction
it was going to win
nominated for Best Picture.
No. And it was winning the Oscar.
Why would A Real Pain win BAFTA?
I don't know.
And not Critics' Choice, and not like, what the fuck?
I don't know. It's actually kind of amazing. Anora loses Critics' Choice screenplay and BAFTA screenplay. It only won WGA because there was nothing fucking else. Honestly.
Well, there was A Real Pain.
I mean, there was A Real Pain. That's
which
true.
Apparently is that competitive.
I'm just amazed that Anora won DGA. Like, this is where I go back to, like,
No,
How is it winning? How is it stronger in director than it is in screenplay?
It's only the guilds that like it, which is crazy. This is a weird fucking year. It's a weird ass year. And you know what?
Mikey Madison's not going to win, right? I mean,
I don't know because you're not
gonna
remember
win without
Honora lost screenplay at Critics' Choice and still won picture.
No, but she hasn't been winning. So it's like if it's not strong, she's not winning.
I kind of agree.
Maybe the Academy Awards is where Honora's going to be stronger than everybody.
Adapted screenplay. This is obviously Conclave.
Yeah. It's got to be Conclave,
and it's obviously Conclave.
There we go.
Yep.
Something normal, something predictable, easy.
Very easy. Supporting actor. I mean, I can't say I'm not feeling pretty good about Kieran Culkin right now. Kieran Culkin.
There we go.
It's over.
He swept.
It's over unless, like...
This guy.
What? Unless Edward Norton wins SAG? Like, come on. It's over. And look, a Real Pain winning screenplay, the way that this film has been treated, it's not like, oh, we don't like that movie. Like, we don't like... Like, they don't like it enough to nominate for Best Picture, but... They still like it a lot. Like, you know, like they just didn't want to vote for it in Best Picture, but they like the screenplay. They like, you know, the individual parts, like, which maybe, I don't know.
I think, again, it's not like a favorite top 1 or 2 or 3 movie. It's more like a widely acclaimed, well-liked, agreed upon film that just didn't have, like, quite the levels of passion, I guess, that some other films
But to win screenplay, it did. That's
no, I don't know, though. I mean, I think the screenplay is so uniquely interesting in the movie.
Then why can't it be in? I mean, like if you told me A Real Pain is winning 2 major BAFTA awards, but it's not getting nominated for Best Picture, what?
Yeah, it's weird.
But hey, they are celebrating the important elements of the film. I think these are good wins. Supporting actress, probably Zoe Saldana, unless they are like allergic to Amelia Perez.
They're not.
Which I don't think they are.
Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
Right. Yep.
Maybe Ariana Grande can take SAG, but it's probably going to go this way.
Ariana Grande really might not have, you know, any wins this season, which would be surprising. I expected her to give Saldana a run for her money at Critics' Choice.
But she's such a new face in the acting.
I understand.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah. She could still win SAG, maybe.
And even people who don't like Amelia Perez say Saldana is the best part of the movie. So Amelia Perez just won Film Not in the English Language. Apparently they're rapid firing awards right now. We missed like the first 2, so we're not going to know until later because you can't go back. Sound. Please tell me it's Dune. It's Dune. It's Dune.
Okay.
Right, you got to predict that for the Oscar.
You can predict that for the Oscar.
Yeah. Score.
That's got to be The Brutalist, right?
This doesn't got to be. Yes. Brutalist. Yes. The Brutalist wins.
Are you surprised?
Buddy, it hasn't won anything yet. Challengers won Critics' Choice and Golden Globe.
Well, it's not nominated.
We needed to see this happen in order to know he's winning the Oscar. A lot of people thought Conclave was winning. I'll just tell you that.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
casting.
Crazy.
Are we right about Complete Unknown? Honora!
Honora? That's the award it wins?
Well, unless it wins something else.
That's it. Honora just won its only award.
We don't know that. That's a great win. That makes sense. I thought that was number 2. I was not convinced about Conclave.
Editing. They love casting.
Editing!
Okay, shit.
Conclave,
right?
It's Conclave.
Conclave!
Wow. So
that's a big win for Conclave.
That matters a lot.
It matters for the Oscars too.
That matters for the Oscars. I think you have to predict that for the Oscar, buddy.
You might.
I mean, look, Conclave winning a BAFTA. It's like I get why they might like Conclave more, but like. We don't know what the competition is. And so why not just go with Conclave there? I mean, I would vote for Conclave in that category. I think it makes sense that the most people would.
I was going nuts. Like I put Wicked in just to be like, maybe that's going to win editing.
I would have only predicted Wicked if like Kneecap won. British film's got to be Conclave, right? Yeah. Unless they're just going to go all out for Wallace and Gromit.
Or Kneecap. That would be the other alt. Conclave, the obvious answer. Wallace and Gromit's first BAFTA loss.
That's true.
Conclave is looking pretty good for Best Film when it has editing and screenplay, right?
Well,
sure. The Brutalist might have actor.
We don't know what the Brutalist has yet.
The Brutalist might have actor director.
They might have announced cinematography, and we don't fucking know. All right, BAFTA Rising Star. This is voted on by the public. Most people thought it was going to be Mikey Madison, but they're on a 14-year streak of giving it to British people. So I think it's going to be Marissa Abela or David Johnson. David Johnson, wow.
David Johnson. Oh.
Best Director. I still think this could be Brady Corbet, but he's been having a little trouble lately. He's been having a little trouble winning this category. Could he swing back? Could it be Sean Baker, even after losing screenplay? Like, I don't know.
That'd be too nuts.
Or is it Edward Berger and we're like, fuck it, they fucking just love Conclave, huh?
Edward Berger already won. I think it's still going to be Brady Corbet.
Brady Corbet.
Corbet.
All right, nice. Now it's looking good to win picture, kind of.
It's funny how this and the Globe are the only wins he's had.
Yeah.
Really skipped over at Critics' Choice DGA.
I mean, look, he's kind of new on the scene to many people, right? Like
He still has the most wins going into the Oscar.
Yeah, but DGA is the most important one. I mean, the interesting thing is that even though DGA gave it to Sean Baker, it doesn't feel like that's so easy for him to walk into, in a sense, right? I can just imagine that a lot of people would want to award, like, the bigger film, The Brutalist. But again, you know, David Fincher also won the Golden Globe and the BAFTA, and then DGA winner Tom Hooper said, actually, thank you, this is mine. Yeah. So you never really know.
Well, you do know. I think it's going to be Sean Baker at the Oscars.
I like that it's a bit of a close race.
If DGA went rogue this year and was the only one that gave it to Sean Baker, it would be nuts. I don't know.
Oh.
There would be no precedent for that, right?
No, there would not be. The DGA don't go rando. And almost all the time when DGA and BAFTA split, the Oscars go with DGA. That's a very strong trend. Best cinematography.
It's Nosferatu or The Brutalist. Let's find out.
It's The Brutalist.
Okay, that's it.
That's
very
it.
important.
That's it.
Very important for
That's
it to
the
win.
Oscar
It's
winner.
going to win the Oscar.
And look, Brutalist has score, cinematography, and director.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
big. And
as long as
actor.
Adrian Brody
That
wins.
would be 5.
Documentary? Oh, there's got to be No Other Land. Come on.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck you!
Jesus.
Fuck you! Who cares? Fucking.
Okay, so this is
They made a Netflix documentary. Who cares?
This is fucking weird and interesting because that one at the Critics' Choice and here, PGA went. Did PGA go for Superman or did they go? They go for Porcelain War.
They went for Porcelain War.
Still, the front runner for the Oscar is No Other Land because we don't know what else. I mean, Porcelain War is nominated. Did win PGA, but like they didn't nominate No Other Land.
It could be Porcelain War. Maybe Porcelain War is the runner-up.
Who the fuck gave an award to Porcelain War?
Porcelain War is
aside from
Ukraine.
PGA?
It's a Ukraine movie. Superman's a good doc, but it's like something you put on like a Sunday. No Other Land was a great doc. Fuck that. I don't care. Fuck it.
Makeup. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be the substance. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
There we go.
Locked in. Locked and loaded.
What a great win in
One of the best makeup wins of, we'll say it, of all time. Huh? Costumes.
Costumes.
It's gonna be Wicked. Easy.
Yeah.
What did they say?
Wicked. Wicked. It's Wicked, idiot.
How do I know? Okay. Sure. Yes. Production design was Wicked.
Yep.
That's on lock.
Yep.
That's on lock. Best actor. If Adrian Brody wins this, it is pretty much like, okay, The Brutalist isn't going to lose at that point, right?
Probably wouldn't lose Best Film, yeah.
Yeah. And we need Adrian Brody to win because if he doesn't win this and it's Timothy, then Timmy's taking SAG and BAFTA and he's taking the Oscar. Fuck.
I think Brody's going to win this and we just have to hold our breath, see what SAG does about Timmy.
Adrian Brody.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Wow. The best performance of the year is winning.
Huge win package for The Brutalist. Like, whether or not it wins Best Film, that's a huge win package.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And, you know, BAFTAs usually go pretty correlative with Oscars, so we're expecting The Brutalist to perform get significantly less awards.
I think it's going to be still Brody's cinematography score.
Yeah.
That's still 3. Even if Timmy won SAG, you know, we know that they hated The Brutalist. They don't care. Like, I think that still Adrian Brody wins Oscar. Leading actress.
It's the last acting category to pull a left hook.
And it could be left hook. It could be like Mikey Madison still.
Nah.
It didn't need to win screenplay for that to happen.
Nah.
Okay? It's still possible. It has
They love the
casting.
substance.
Casting usually goes with the movie that wins, by the way.
Really?
Usually.
Oh! Oh! Oh no!
Fucking Mikey Madison, holy shit!
After Honora lost screenplay?
It's not correlated, bitch! It doesn't have to be correlated!
It's an upset! It's an upset!
Bitch, I don't know who's winning SAG. Because Demi Moore has the narrative
Demi
behind-
Moore's gonna win SAG still.
Mikey Madison won the Oscar. I'm telling you that.
I think she's just become the front runner.
BAFTA is where they disregard narratives.
Yep.
And the Oscars usually follow on the lead
Yep.
acting categories.
Cool.
Usually happens. Yeah.
Honora winning Best Picture, plus she has BAFTA. She's the front runner.
Thank you so much.
Wowza.
I'm waiting for this.
It is righteous and just.
I'm waiting for this.
It is righteous and just.
I want this to happen, so.
It has turned around.
Wow.
I guess the only other thing to talk about is like if the volatility in this category clears a way for Fernando Torres.
No.
which some might say.
Eh.
I think the fact that Mikey Madison won BAFTA and then Honora's going to win Best Picture,
Yes,
though,
that's it.
Put it together, buddy.
That's it.
Put it together.
That's it. If Demi swept, then we might say, okay, well, she's still going to win the Oscar.
Buddy, Demi
despite
Moore
Mikey Madison
might have
being the
SAG,
Best
Golden
Picture
Globe,
winner.
and Critics' Choice.
Yeah. But Mikey has BAFTA. It's more important.
It is more important, but remember, no, it is more important. And the 1 year where that didn't happen, where Kate Blanchett won BAFTA, and then the SAG winner, Michelle Yeoh, she turned it around. But that was the Best Picture
The
winner.
Oscars are just being what we thought they were going to be, like, a long
You're
time
right,
ago.
you're
It's
right.
like the awards season just rewound, like, 2 months.
So Honora's going to win 4 Oscars.
Unless it loses screenplay.
Or director. Wait, Best Picture. I mean, at this point, I think it's definitely Brutalist, right? Like, Conclave did fine. It won
Conclave
screenplay
won
and-
what it... Well, hey, Conclave won what it was supposed to win.
Even though Honora's not going to win, it showed good strength that it took a surprise award here. As was the case with Coda. Remember?
BAFTA goes to Conclave.
Conclave! Wow!
The fuck?
Wait. wow. Okay,
What the fuck?
let me say exactly what I told you before this awards show happened. I wasn't feeling good about the fact that I put Conclave in Best Film at the last second, but this is the reason that I did it, okay? And I'm just going to repeat the reason. The Brutalist was getting slammed a little bit. It was getting pummeled. Critics' Choice, no director. Also, only award at Critics' Choice was Adrian Brody. DGA not doing The Brutalist was like a real pummel for it. And I thought, The Brutalist would look really strong if it won all of the awards that it wanted.
Sure.
It would look really strong.
Sure.
And I thought, maybe, just maybe, it's not going to be that strong. And I think that's the reason that I put an egg in the Conclave basket. And also, Conclave had, like, every nomination.
It's also, they're having it's British.
And
it's a
that's
British film.
very, like, down-the-line British movie. British sensibilities. And look, for Conclave to get screenplay and editing, like, that was pretty strong. That was also, like, a maxed out package.
That's not maxed out. If you wanted
Ray
to give
Fiennes
Ray
was
Fiennes
never-
or
he was
something,
never gonna
like-
happen.
But if you wanted to go crazy, you could have given Edward Berger Best
That was never gonna
Director.
happen. It's super interesting that Conclave just won Best Film, Best Editing, Best Screenplay, isn't it? Because does it not make it the runner-up to Honora at the Oscar? We always try to scramble and figure out what would have...
It kind of
won.
makes it the runner-up.
Guess what? This doesn't mean anything to me. In terms of Best Picture.
It shouldn't.
It doesn't.
BAFTA doesn't matter.
It doesn't. BAFTA's Best Film doesn't matter.
Especially not just BAFTA.
We need to mention that this is the only Best Film award that Conclave will win. And SAG almost counts in itself as like a Best Film prize.
No, if
like,
it won that SAG, that would be a big deal.
that would be a huge deal.
But it's probably going to be Honora or Wicked. It's because
I
it's
agree.
British, buddy. Like, it didn't have a crazy win package. The Brutalist
No.
was clearly very close.
Yeah.
Honora, just actress casting, okay.
Look,
All right,
I think
like, I don't know.
I think what we got more clarity on was editing. Okay, we need to put this in editing.
Yes.
I think that's
the editing category, if you break it down, Conclave makes the most sense. Like, I
Yeah.
know that it's not in sound.
And I still think sound, like, I gotta go with Dune Part 2. I was
Oh,
wondering
yeah.
if, because Dune Part 2 wasn't in editing, maybe I should switch to something like Wicked, but I'm still gonna go with Dune Part 2 for sound.
So in conclusion, for editing, I'm going from Wicked, which was my kind of a temporary thing, to Conclave.
right.
I'm back to Mikey Madison winning Best Actress.
Yes.
And
we have
those,
to do that.
Those are the changes that I made. That's
we
it.
gotta talk about Best Actress. Holy shit. What a fucking race. What a year.
We can never
Like,
forget,
Demi
again,
Moore
BAFTA
coming up.
doesn't give a fuck about narratives.
If I was 100% convinced that Demi Moore was just a narrative, I would have put Mikey Madison. But I thought, I don't know. I think that's what it shows. That Demi Moore was very much like, we know you from our childhood and we grew up with your movies and we're glad you're back. Welcome back. Kind of like a Brendan Fraser in The Whale
Which
thing.
didn't happen at BAFTA, again.
But what
BAFTA
I'm
gave it to
saying
Austin
is-
Butler, though, and that was a very new man coming onto the scene, like Mikey Madison, right?
Yeah.
Kind of
Right.
like Mikey Madison,
Yeah,
and
sure.
that also won casting.
I
So
know.
and maybe okay, but here's the difference is that the Oscars are gonna like Honora even more than BAFTA overall, and the fact that it's winning Best Picture and she's Honora.
Yeah.
That is a comparison where the Oscars could still turn it around and go with what SAG did. Which is Brendan Fraser.
SAG
Austin
in a deal.
Butler equals Mikey Madison. Brendan Fraser equals Demi Moore. In terms of narrative, it's kind of like that.
The reason it's no is because Honora's winning Best Picture.
Yeah, I know. I agree that
BAFTA usually
important.
matters more.
Cillian Murphy won because he was Oppenheimer. His movie was winning Best Picture. Frances McDormand won because she was Nomadland. And Michelle Yeoh was Everything Everywhere All at Once. And they're giving the awards to the leads and in a way that they weren't doing for a long time. Before that, it seemed like there wasn't much of a correlation and that supporting performances were going along more often. Maybe we're just back to that. Like, you know, if you're the face of the movie, congratulations.
I just want to reiterate that I didn't know that Demi Moore was just a narrative. I thought maybe people were thinking like that's just the best performance I've seen all year. But I think that was wrong. I think that was wrong. When it comes to what's the best performance I've seen this year, what am I most impressed by? I think
Well,
the
why'd
answer is
she win
Mikey
the Golden
Madison.
Globe? That's not even Hollywood people, for the most part.
They like narratives.
That's like random critics.
They like narratives.
No, they don't. Not the New Globes.
I don't know why the Globes gave it to her. I don't know. The Golden Globes threw us a lot of
the
red
Critics'
herrings.
Choice said, I'm going with the Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes did a lot of red herrings this year.
That
More
is
than
not
usual.
uncommon.
Yeah, it is. It is uncommon that the
Golden Globes doing red herrings
Yeah.
happens all the time.
All right, fine. You're right.
SAG is interesting.
super interesting.
Because they might go with Timmy and Demi Moore, and then they might be like actually 0 for 2 in the lead categories, just like in 2020.
I still agree that Timothy, I think, will win SAG.
I kind of think that, Brutalist got 1 nomination there, and Complete Unknown has 4. I mean, look, the Oscars, though, I think they care a little bit more about narrative than BAFTA. In the year of the narrative, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and then The Whale winning.
But
stuff,
that's the thing.
They gave all 4 against BAFTA.
That's the reason that we tried to justify Lily Gladstone winning last year. It's the reason we didn't predict Emma Stone.
I agreed.
Honora is winning Best Picture. I don't want to hear that, oh, well, maybe like the narrative will win out. I don't want to hear it. The only way that Honora, Mikey Madison, the lead of Honora, wouldn't go along with Best Actress is if somebody else swept. And she just won the BAFTA, which is the most important award when it comes to Best Actress correlating at the Oscars. That's all I gotta say to you. Do you have any questions about that?
No, I'm good. I understand.
You know, we got a lot of clarity in the tech categories, which most of them we were predicting. Honora actually got the most important award it could have gotten here. Like, it didn't do that well.
It
right?
plus won its
only
Oscar package.
Like, I don't even count casting as like a real award.
That's
Even
right.
if they gave it Best Film or Best Director, I was already predicting those. This one, I actually flipped my prediction.
What would
So
you
it's
do
huge.
if Conclave won SAG?
I would just stick it at number 2 for Best Picture. Maybe we need to say that Honora is going to win SAG. Because, damn, you have actor support. But at the same time, I would also need to believe that Mikey... Well, it doesn't have to, but she would probably want to be winning SAG as well.
Yeah, is Honora going to win no SAGs? That's interesting.
Maybe
But
too
it might be hard to
interesting.
predict, actually.
Yeah. Maybe you want to go with Honora for Ensemble. I don't know what you do with Best Actress there. Because SAG cares a lot about your narrative.
SAG also didn't nominate Margaret Qualley. The 2 places that Demi Moore won, they nominated Margaret Qualley. Let's just say that. Let's put that
That's
out there.
true.
Stay tuned for a special collaboration coming up. There's actually a couple special collaborations coming up later in the week, discussing the rest of the awards race, where things may lay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
How many Oscars do you think Honora's winning?